just in time from Thanksgiving, all the way from Turkey, Bomonti. Let's try it out.
Amazing.
You guys, welcome back to The Beer's Gone Bad,
where the beer flows like wine.
Tonight, we're your hosts, I think for the first time actually. I'm Pat Tugin.
I'm Scott Van Book.
If you didn't know. We decided to go straight on the other side of the world. And we're going to Istanbul, Turkey to try Bomonti.
Istanbul, Constantinople. Istanbul, Constantinople.
Bomonti was a beer brought back by Scott's mom from the Mediterranean.
Thanks, Mom.
She, what was the matter actually? What Bomonti is, let me read here what I found online. There's not a lot of beer coming from Turkey. This is probably one of the best known to us Westerners. The first brewery in Turkey was started in 1890 by two brothers from Switzerland.
It's like war.
The Bomonti brothers. In 1902, they built a new facility in the southern part of Istanbul, which still stands there today. So these guys basically are the #1 biggest brewery in Turkey. They've been doing it for close to 100 years now, and they are probably still doing it today, apparently. So, unless this beer's old.
It out of the bottle, it kind of smells like.
I'm gonna say, just from where it is, Asahi is what I'm getting from this.
Dude, when you first start cooking up beer, like at the very, very beginning brewing process, you have like your mash pot, you have all your grains and all that stuff, and you're boiling it in the water. I believe, I could be wrong, you call that the wort. This smells like that.
Okay.
So. Have you ever driven by a brewery, like even PB Ale House, when they're starting the brewing process?
It smells like cereal to me. Is what wort smells like, because I went to the Stone and it smelled like wet cereal.
Roasting. It's like the roasting of the grains.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. They're just basically you're boiling it all down, and that's what this beer smells like to me. Completely, 100%.
This smells like Asahi Dry to me. Is what it smells like to me.
It smells like this beer is in its beginning stage of being brewed.
4.8 ABV, price yet unknown, coming from a foreign land. Don't know what the conversion rate is.
I'm excited.
1 Bud Light, 10 Rasputin. This one's a perfect example of a 1. It's clear. There's no carbonation. There's no head. It just is there. It's in the glass.
Could not read the back of this bottle if my life depended on it.
It's in Turkish, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like you can call 444-3337.
That's probably the drunk hotline or something.
I doubt that's a 619 area code. Shall we get into it?
Prost. Asahi Dry. I'm smelling that right now.
Well, it tastes exactly how I thought it was going to taste.
It actually, although it smells like Asahi to me, it tastes more like a warm Heineken. It's kind of what I'm tasting off this. Is it has a Heineken type taste to it. It's not bad. It's smooth.
That one tastes like a home brew to me.
Does it?
Yeah, 100%. It tastes like it was boiled and bottled, and a little bit of sugar was thrown in there for carbonation. It's a little rough. It smells like when you're cooking it, and that's exactly how it tastes too. You're not getting a lot of hops. You're not getting a lot of yeast. You're getting that early development stage of the beer. That's the taste that you're getting.
It's kind of like, granted, it's not properly chilled at this point, but it just. I think you and I, the skunky beers that we try here, the Heinekens, that Alhambra, like those kind of beers that we try are just like not with the palate that we want to have.
I'm not even getting a skunk off of this one, dude. I'm not even getting that skunky taste or flavor. Not at all. Not even close. I cannot get over the smell of like the brew smell. And for anyone who's ever been around a brewery, you know what it smells like. You know that smell. It's just like you can go to a brewery just to get lunch. You don't have to drink the beer, and you're like, wow, it kind of smells like something's burning, but it's weird. And it's just that smell and that flavor carried throughout the entire process of the beer. And the one batch of homebrew that I ever did, it's exactly how it tasted. Not to say it's a bad thing, but
like it didn't ferment all the way, kind of way.
No, I mean it was a complete beer. It was completely complete. It's just that
completely gross.
Completely complete. It just never really graduated from the elementary
level.
Yeah, you never got that sophisticated. I mean, we're drinking beers that basically have PhDs, where you get into that like dry hopping and the flavors and the infusing and this and that and this and that. And I just feel like this beer, again, we're coming from totally across the globe, and that might not be par for the course over there. So you come here and it's just like someone might be like, "Wow, these beers are."
If this were chilled to a lower temperature, would you think it was halfway refreshing if we drank it on maybe like a hot day?
I'm not saying I dislike it. I just like. I mean, it's like you see a finger paint and you're like, "Wow, I really like that," and then you look at a Picasso and you're like, "That's good too."
Wow.
You just got to appreciate them on this.
So you're trying to say this is a finger painting of beers?
Yes.
Bold.
Sorry, but it is.
It's okay. The taste isn't really that good either. I'm gonna give it out of 10. I'm gonna give it about a 3.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 2.5.
That's okay. It's nothing amazing. It just kind of, it is. The flavor is kind of, whatever.
And again, like that might be par for the course. Like we didn't grow up in Istanbul, Constantinople, so maybe that's how they roll over there. I don't know.
Actually, I'm gonna revert 3.5. Mine isn't. I'm not completely dissatisfied with this. I don't think I'd buy it again. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't buy it again because I probably never find it again. But
I'm stoked to have it, dude. Don't get me wrong. I think it's amazing.
It's just not there for me, anyways. It just is like.
It kind of reiterates for me like how awesome our brew scene is. That's all it really does for me. It's like
dude. Cool. When you get into any crazy craft beer, this isn't a craft beer. This is a crazy light beer. For all we know, this could be the MGD of Turkey.
Well, let it be the MGD of Turkey, but it's like fucking make a statement, dude. Like be something. Like be.
Was that F-bomb necessary?
It wasn't. I'm sorry. Can we believe it?
Yeah, I'll believe it.
Yeah, you got the fancy editing software now.
You son of a.
Not wowed. Yeah, I'm sticking with my 2.5. Thank you, Mom. I love you. It has something to do as a reflection on my love for my mother.
It's okay. From time to time, we get beers that we're not really into, and this just happens to be one of them. So, it's no big deal. That's why we're doing this whole thing. And I actually kind of get excited when we find weird beers that we're not into, because that way you actually realize we're not just saying yes to everything. We kind of are saying no to this one. I just would pass next time.
We get really spoiled with the beers we have, and to be honest, I have not been blown away with.
And that's what we're here for.
Overseas beers.
Well, the overseas beers, I mean, whatever,
No, yeah.
You gotta try them out. We had a couple good cask ales.
Those casks were good.
But I think you just have to adjust your perceptions of what you're getting.
Even adjusting your perception for this beer, it's just not really. It's not really bringing it to the plate. It's in the batter's box. That's where it's at.
Well, Scott, on that note,
it needs to get up to the plate.
Take us home here.
We're the Beers Gone Bad, where we review beer that flows.
Like what?
Thank you for checking us out. You can check us out on all the major social platforms: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Flickr. And remember, keep it craft.
Or don't talk about it, because I don't really care.
And keep it to yourself.
Because we'll be here next time, guys. See you later.
Thanks for checking in.